Dear viewers, welcome to this YouTube channel. In this chapter, there will be an explanation of, short summarization of basic horoscope predicting steps, basic horoscope, as follows. Short summarization of basic horoscope predicting steps, basic horoscope. It is recommended to follow these steps accordingly. Check the natal chart what house the ascendant appears in. Check for all the 10 planets in which house they appear in as well as their dignities. Check the relation between the planet and the ascendant as well as the relations such as conjunction, opposition, sextile, trine, friendly pairs, elementary pairs, kindred pairs and enmity pairs between the planets. Then consider the planetary power whether it increases or decreases. The next predicting step requires remembering all these aspects. The ascendant must be checked if it is correctly calculated by taking a look at the dominant planets in the natal chart as well as the native's most dominant behaviors. For instance, check if the native likes to talk or likes to think, etc. This can be skipped if you are not yet proficient. In this step it is encouraged to explain to the native in order to get started. From now on the predicting can be started. Explain to the native according to these topics. 1. Which house the ascendant is in. 2. How many planets that are conjoined with the ascendant. The distinguished characters will be according to the planets and their dignities. The overall success in life, check on the dignities of the planets. If there is no ascendant conjoined planet, then skip it. 3. Tonulac planet must be identified as well as its location. The true characteristics of the native will be according to it. The house it is located in will indicate the things that the native's life usually revolves around and is most important to him, her. 4. Analyze the strength of the horoscope by checking the Tonulac planet and the ascendant conjoined planets. Check what dignities they have and if there will be both inner strength and outer strength or only outer strength and the inner is weak, etc. The success and how easy to achieve the goals will depend on them, but only briefly. 5. Tonu said planet must be identified. The overall characteristics of the native will be according to it. It is very obvious, but the interpretation must be short and simple without too many clarifications. The other planets must also be taken into consideration too. 6. Check out the characteristics of the native is done by identifying the planets that are in opposition, sextile and trine accordingly. The meanings and the dignities. 7. Check out the characteristics of the native from the unrelated planets that will also represent the inner talents of the native is a more complicated matter than checking the related planets. Therefore, it should be mentioned after the previous step. It will be explained in the next chapter, but it is mentioned here in order to be used when the proficiency is good enough. 8. Predict other bhavas one after another by identifying the planets that are in the bhavas as well as its ruling planet. Check what planets they are, from which houses they originate from or which houses they are in as well as their dignities. There are a lot of details to be described. The bhavas can be described in order as follows: Patni, Kadampa, Karma, Sahaja, etc. Predict like Tonu Bhava but with less detail. 9. Predict the career by considering the dominant planets in the natal chart by both considering only a single planet and combining with other planets. The compatible careers and incompatible careers as well as the native skills can then be foretold. It will be described in the next chapter. 10. Lastly, to predict the transiting planets require a large number of details. Asterisk all these steps are summarized for beginners as a guideline for predicting. If there are any parts that are not understandable or have not been mentioned, they should be skipped for the time being. They can be revisited when there is a better understanding and proficiency on the matter. These steps are comparable to an exercise or a test that should be practiced regularly for an improved understanding and confidence on the matter. Please stay tuned for the upcoming episodes.